Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you didn't know already, I want to be a filmmaker. I want to be just like the greats, like Steven Spielberg, or equally as great, Andy Fickman. He's the guy who directed Playing with Fire, so obviously he's a huge inspiration for me, so you know. Actually, I just forget Spielberg. I really just want to be like Andy. But seriously, filmmaking is a passion for me, and I'm constantly trying to learn more about it and just improve my craft. And usually the best way to do that is to make short films. Carter, do you make short films because you're not tall enough to make tall films? Yes. And I've made a few short films. Some of them are bad, and some of them are a little less bad. I'm very confident in myself. Oh gosh, don't show, oh gosh, when I'm editing, please don't put clips of my acting. Please. Don't do it, Carter. Don't do it. Don't embarrass yourself, Carter. Please don't.
I feel bad for Dave for laying down his life for the team, but you know, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
But every time I try to make a short film, I just try to make the next one better than the last and just improve. But I hadn't made one in a while, so recently I sat down and wrote a new short film. It was going to be like a horror thriller called Stalker. The idea came to me because it was going to be a pun about a guy getting stalked, and then it was going to lead into a cornfield. Because, like, stalker is like the stalker, and then corn stalk, like that stalk too. Yeah, I know, I'm the next Spielberg. But I mainly wrote this simple short film as just a way to get more practice. But while filming this short film, things went terribly wrong. They went really wrong. But you know what? Before I explain all the context of what happened to this film and why it is the way that it is, I'm just gonna show it to you. And I know you guys are going to be so confused and have many questions. But I'll explain them all once it's over. And just to give you guys a warning, the following short film is rated PG. For gruesome violence and graphic nudity. Okay, enjoy my new short film!
Hey, what's that sound?
So, that was the short film. What did you think? Okay, as you may have guessed, this short film did not stick to script at all, and I think it's pretty obvious with that giant tonal shift right in the middle of it. Okay, but let me just quickly explain what happened in the original script, and then I'll explain how everything just went wrong from there. So everything up until this point was in the original script. And after this, he was gonna keep on walking, and then he was gonna hear some footsteps behind him, and then, did you like those hand motions right there? And then it was eventually gonna lead to this big, intense, scary scene where he's running through the cornfield as he's being chased by this stalker. And the short was gonna end with our main character running out of the cornfield, grabbing a stick, and impaling the monster on it. So basically, the ending would have looked like this.
Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
But as you may have noticed, the script is really nothing like the finished film, especially tonally wise. Like, it goes from like a horror thriller to like a whatever the heck we made. And the reason they are nothing alike, and the reason this short film went so terribly wrong, is because, I kid you not, as we were filming and just getting into the cornfield, a big machine drove out and began harvesting the cornfield that we were using. Like, on this, they happened to harvest the corn on the day that we were filming, and he happened to do it at the exact same time where we were just about to go into the cornfield, and he just harvested it right in front of us. How many directors can say that they watched their film set get harvested in front of them? Bet Spielberg can't. So yeah, we all stood there and watched as the cornfield we needed was just destroyed right in front of us, leaving no hope at finishing this short. I wanted to just go over there and mug the tractor driver, but my friends were like, Carter, that's illegal. You know, maybe they were right. So I sat there with no idea what to do. But then I had a flashback. I remembered David Sandberg's video on the problem solving of filmmaking. In this video, he talks about how problems come up all the time on film sets, and to be a good director, you just have to think on your feet and roll with the punches. And I also thought back to my last 2 short films I've attempted, both of which I never even finished. And I thought to myself, do I really want to make a 3rd unfinished short film in a row? No. No, I don't. So I said, you know what? This may turn out bad, but we're gonna finish this thing. So I basically threw the script in the trash with just a few minutes left before the entire field was harvested, and I just said, you know what? Let's film a random, dumb ending, so at least it has an ending. So we improvised this silly ending and finished the film, because that's what good directors do. I guess. And I even got to use my setback as part of the film, because I used the shot of the machine harvesting the corn as the way to kill off the main guy.
No, stop it! Hey, what's that sound?
Fun fact, actually, about that death scene, it was actually filmed in Wisconsin. That's why it's so cheesy. Wait, it is Wisconsin. Wait, Wisconsin is the cheese place, right? Because that joke's not going to make sense if Wisconsin cheese.
Cheese around Milwaukee. Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I know my cheese. But looking back, I'm so glad I did this because it's finished. It may be dumb, but it's not incomplete. And I'm proud that even though I was dealt bad cards, I still used them the best I could. Like, I may not have won the game, but I didn't lose either. And the cool thing is that I did this short film as a learning opportunity. And I actually got to learn some new things. Like, I should pick a different career. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not giving up yet. Look, I'm no expert on filmmaking now, like Andy Fickman, of course. But I know more now than I did before I shot this monstrosity. And I actually want to go over some of the things I learned while making this short film. Number one, I learned some things about editing shots together. In the script, I purposely wrote, like, me filming handheld on the front, and then when it cut to the view of his back, it would be a tripod shot. But when I edited those two, like, filmmaking styles together, it was very abrupt, and it just didn't flow, which then forced me to learn how to add camera shake to scenes. So now I can do this. Whoa, look at that. Shaking up a storm. But learning how to do that is a useful skill, and it just gave me some advice on shot structure and always keeping in mind how shots will flow together in the final cut. Number two, I also learned some of my own flaws behind the camera, such as breathing too loud. I didn't realize it till I was editing, but like, you can just hear me in the background like okay, it wasn't that bad, but like, it was pretty bad. And I picked up on a few more flaws that now, because I made this short film, I can remember and fix these little flaws next time. Number three, I also learned that I need new actors because the ones I used sucked. I'm just kidding. I only said that because I knew they'd be watching, okay? That was a joke. Tyler, I thought you did good. I honestly thought you did good, okay? That was a joke. Come on, that was a joke, Tyler. Come on, stop crying. Look, this is not cinema. But I made something that I finished, and I learned a lot, and got better at filmmaking from it. So you know what? I consider that a success, and looking at it under that light, maybe this short film did not go terribly wrong. Maybe it went terribly right. That's deep. And you know what? In this year of 2021, I am going to try to make as many short films as I can and just keep on practicing till I hopefully, maybe in the end, become a good film director. That's the goal after all. And I hope you guys will watch them and maybe even give me feedback about what I could improve myself that I'm not seeing. And maybe, just maybe one day, I could be the next Andy Fickman. He directed Playing with Fire, if you forgot. And Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Not the first one. Just the second one. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I know this video is kind of different than usual, but I hope you at least found it interesting. And maybe you can even relate to me in the struggles of trying to get better at filmmaking and making bad short films, because I feel like anyone who's trying to be a filmmaker completely understands me. And feel free to subscribe, like, comment, unsubscribe, and actually don't do that last one, but all the others, do them. Okay, see you guys later. Bye! That was a really weird way to say bye. Bye, leave. Just leave, please. Leave.